Hello, legendary people. Welcome back. Today we're going to check out this behind the scenes to Welcome to Derry, episode 3. I just finished watching this one. It was really good. Brought back some of the past, talking about how we got to where we're at. So, yes, very cool. I hope you've been watching it. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about it. All right, let's get into this and look at the behind the scenes of episode 3.
Decided to start episode 3 with a flashback to see the history of it and visit our characters.
Very true.
Crucial moments where everything changed.
We wanted to present a monster that would be part of the traveling circus or the traveling carnival.
Yeah, so if you see my other two videos, like I said in the first one, I had basically watched the first behind the scenes before I watched the first episode, and then the second one, I had watched the second episode and then saw the behind the scenes. So rather than give myself spoilers, I've been watching the show and then seeing the behind the scenes, but I didn't think the first episode was going to give spoilers, but I was wrong. So, all right, let's get back into this.
First time that he meets the skeleton man is the real skeleton man. Later on, when he gets lost in the western woods, it's the incarnation that it creates.
Yeah, that scene was crazy.
Francis Shaw.
Right there. Yep. Especially when he was running on his back legs and his hands.
To see how the connection
was cool.
between Rose and Shaw was born.
What was that thing? Can you keep a secret?
No.
In it,
Plot twist.
Native people of Maine are incredibly important because they were the first to encounter it.
When you meet Rose in 1962, she is now basically a clan mother or leader within the Children of Maturin. When we see the Air Force going out, the boys are immediately, let's get them the hell off our land. Rose understands it's a big machine and it's something to sit back and watch. You want to stop them?
Yep, messing with things you shouldn't mess with.
Not
Exactly.
until I find out what it is they're actually doing out there.
So when Francis comes back out of the blue in 1962, I felt in that moment it was back to us 11, 12 years old again. That same spark was there. You're in charge of the digs.
You can show us exactly what areas to stay away from.
All
It's
of
nice
them.
to see you,
Stay
Rose.
away from all of them.
If General Shaw is leading this mission, we wanted to have a personal connection between him and it.
He remembers his experience as a kid in Derry, when his father was
Yeah, I like the way
stationed
they're
here.
doing this show.
Because Shaw had such a close interaction with it.
Doing a
as
really good
little
job on
kid.
this.
This is something that stuck to him. And
Keeping
he
you
kept
interested
a
in it.
memento, a device that
Does have a
helped
lot
him
of, like,
and
Stranger
eventually
Things feel
will
behind
help
it,
Dick
so.
Halloran as well.
A lot of good
Dick is
CG.
a great tool because he has powers and he can see things that other people can't see, including the future.
He's mentioned as kind of a side character in one of the interludes of the Black Spot. We decided to give him a bigger dimension in this story.
Dick is originally played in The Shining by Scatman Crothers, and this is a younger version of him in the helicopter. Dick is finally being properly utilized.
He's
so
like a
it's
psychic.
important for Dick to make sure that he gets results. But he doesn't know what he's jumping into. He's arrogant about it. It's like, I got the powers. It's not going to be that big a deal. Dick is warped into
That
a
scene's really
reality
cool, though,
that is
on the plane.
beyond his capabilities currently. And he can feel when he touches it that Derry is bigger than what he thought. That's when we get into the cistern. And if we're talking about the cistern,
Yeah, that was sweet.
that set is rock and roll.
The cistern in this show, we recreated the door that it came through and the pile of toys in the old wagon. And then the rest was kind of in black limbo with water on the floor.
You'll float too.
It was quite an elaborate system of sewers and depths of water that went in that all needed to be slightly dark with particulate floating, and we needed to have control of the temperature at all times and control of the pH levels. I'm not sure you could have turned the camera in a way that those sewers didn't look amazing.
Yeah, they did a really good job on this scene.
And that's when he first comes upon Pennywise, and he starts to realize he's not in anybody's head, someone is in his head. And he sees the terror of the history of Derry, but then he starts to see the terror of his own life experience in there, and that's
Yeah.
when he's like, oh, someone's flipping the channels of my mind, and that's the terror of it all. Oh no, something's better at this than me, and you want me to catch him. I don't see this happening.
Yeah, you should have
People
left that
only
alone.
believe what they can see for themselves.
How are we supposed to get proof?
That's
It
right.
all starts with the kid's desire to
Old cube
find
flash
evidence.
on the camera.
They come to the conclusion that they have to take
I
a
remember
picture,
those because I'm a youngin'.
which is something
Some
that
of you
never
won't
happened
remember
in
those.
other iterations of it. Richie comes up with this idea, and in order to conjure an oricha, which is the way he calls it, they have to do a ritual in the cemetery at midnight.
He just wants to fit in. He made all that up. That's not true.
Making up all this mumbo jumbo?
Monsters, ghosts, it's all mumbo jumbo.
So you still don't believe me?
I guess it didn't really work as planned.
It decides to appear as the corpses of the dead kids that were their friends. The way they
Yeah.
appear is actually the real corpses of the kids that are fueled by an
You
inner
got Maddie in
ectoplasm.
there. You got
So
the
that
other kids that
combination
were at
is
the
very
movie
scary
theater.
and interesting to me.
We're
Pretty
shooting
cool.
some close-up action of the kids that were riding on bicycles as they're being chased by a bunch of ghosts.
I love
This
watching the
basically is a
behind the
much more
scenes of these
controllable
things.
environment where they don't have to worry so much about balancing. and
Yeah, you
being
could
on
tell
bike
that was
riding. They can
CG
kinda just
and
do
on a blue
performance.
screen.
It gave
In that
us
scene
new
with the
insight
fog.
in the filming world because we had to input the SBF.
But I guess that would be the only way you
as
could do it.
turning and everything, because again, none of that stuff is happening in real life. It was really cool to see how the rigs worked and being in front of a blue screen. It was great.
It's a lot of fun to me to create.
He was
these
ready for
horrors.
that photo. Did you see that?
One of
He
the
smiled
things
and
that
everything.
is power of unified belief.
Crazy.
I think Pennywise is a monster made of belief.
Yeah, he's like Freddy Krueger. He gets in your dreams.
What is that?
It's a clown. Okay, well, that was the behind the scenes of episode 3 of Welcome to Derry. The show's getting interesting. We're 3 episodes in. I don't know how many there's going to be. Probably 8 if I had to guess. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you're liking about this show, what you don't like about it. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. If you like my content, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. You have a good weekend.